Hello everyone, welcome back, and we are towards the end of this year 2020, and I hope all of you are doing well in terms of your health and happiness. So I wanted to share with you today three things that we all should be ignorant of, right? Well, I'm not a big supporter or an endorser of ignorance. Well, we should not ignore some by and large big and significant things in our life, like we should not be ignoring our health, we should not be ignoring our finances, we should not be ignoring our career, we should not be ignoring our friends and family, we should not be ignoring our relationships, right? We should be aware of and conscious about all those important and significant things about our life. But we should be selectively ignorant about three very, very important things which actually drive our peace and happiness. So what are those three things? Let's crack on. So the number one thing that you all should be ignorant of, right, is what to ignore, right? Many times we are doing the right things. We are doing the things that we really love to do, but you will have so many noises coming from the left to your right, people trying to pull your leg, people trying to pull you down and saying some negative things. Well, those are all silly comments. Know what to ignore, because the more you have grip on knowing what you are actually ignoring in your life, the more grip you will have on what you really need to focus upon. So number one thing, slowly and gradually practice to what you really need to ignore. And those are all small, silly, stupid things and you can easily ignore. Just at the click of that one, decision that no, I don't want to hear all those things, just ignore them. Okay, so you can ignore them easily. Number two, whom to ignore, right? It's important to know whom you want to ignore. Well, there would be at least 96% of people around you who are generally commenting upon on all those small nitty-gritty things, and they're trying to pull you down. Those are all 96% of people whom you can ignore. But there might be 4% people who are giving you healthy criticism, who are constructively criticizing you in order to ensure that you become a better person in whatever you do. They could be your parents, they could be your seniors, they could be your teachers, they could be your friends, your family members, and you have to listen to them. They might be in your favor. So most often, I think 3 to 4% of those people are in your favor. So understand whom to ignore. Okay. Number three is when to ignore. It's very important. Generally, what really happens is we get into a habit of reacting to certain situations rather than responding to certain things. So we should know when to respond back, right? This might not be the right moment to react upon. If someone has passed a comment, it's okay, but you don't really need to comment back upon in this particular situation, because that will make that situation more chaotic, right? And more painful, right? And then that may also be detrimental to your relationship. So it's important also to know to whom to comment upon and when to comment upon. Maybe after a day, after 2 days, after a week or a month, there would be a right time when you will be able to get back to that person with a constructive feedback, and you'll be able to pass on your feedback very constructively. And sometimes when we are in the heat of the moment, what I generally adapt is I just count back 5 to 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just count reverse. And within those micro movement, that's a micro movement strategy of 5 to 1, 5 to 0, micro movement strategy. Within those 5 seconds, you can actually calm down your mind and tell yourself, this is not the moment to react. Let me wait, let me absorb and understand when you need to get back. So understand what to ignore, whom to ignore, and when to ignore. And if you have a very sound grip on all these things, believe me, you will have a very joyful and a peaceful life. And I read a very beautiful quote, a note someone wrote on Twitter. I generally remain active on Twitter. So what that person wrote was, when we were a kid, we were mocked for being different. We were mocked for having different and variety of interests. But as we grow older, right, we are liked. We are appreciated for having different interests and variety of interests, right, and being different. So we don't change as passionate people, but perceptions of other people do change. So it's very important in our lives that to stay focused, stay motivated, and stay on the top of your action line, you learn to ignore certain things. What to ignore, whom to ignore, and when to ignore. Okay? I hope you got some value out of this short video, and I'll be back with another video very soon. Till then, eat right, sleep tight, stay focused, stay motivated, stay in action, and figure out what, whom, and when you need to ignore. Take care, and I'll be back soon. Bye-bye.